and if he takes, I retake with the king, and the king is protected d4, and there is no, and he hasn't got a pawn on the d or f file. Welcome back. In today's video we are going to play one of the seasonal bots available on chess.com. We are going to play with the green spawn. It is a seasonal bot and it is rated 1375. So let's see. We are with white. Okay, this is the French defense. Okay, so as you can see, the bot is also chatting while playing. So I chose the advanced plans variation and the bot accepts it. Now, this is not the move with the opening. Instead of knight d7, it would be a better idea for the other knight go to f6, but okay. Okay, let's prepare for castling, short castle. And now he plays knight to f6. Okay, I think capturing the knight is the main move here, or I could also pin this knight to the queen, but if I pin, then this pawn has this bishop e7 move. I also could play bishop to d3, defending the knight. And prepare for short castling. Okay, pin the knight or defending this knight. Don't be a pest. Green spawn. Did you spawn from a chessboard or a compost heap? Choose for this. Chases bravery. Okay, I'm ready for castling. Okay, just castle. Okay, I retake. Okay, so with this move, he creates a weak pawn on e6. Okay. Okay, let's target e6 with the rook and later the bishop. Okay. Is this a trick, or can I take on e6 with the bishop? Takes, I retake with the rook. And then queen to d6 or d5. I won a pawn here. I couldn't decide if I won a pawn here or not, but let's see. Okay. I think I won a pawn. Yeah. Yes, I won a pawn. Maybe the green spawn forgot to update its opening book. Green's pawn is aggressive. Did he trap my rook? No, because I have this rook to e5 and the pawn is protected by the rook. So I have to protect this pawn. Take me to your leader. Oh, there she is. Oh, he is chatting with me during my suffering. Okay, but this pawn doesn't have a pawn on these files, which is a good news for me. But after this, maybe he has this bishop to d6 move. So the main question here is, does it trap my rook or not? Okay, let's see this. If he plays bishop to d6, I have, okay, bishop to h4. Interesting. Now I could take the bishop. I also could take this knight on e4 with the rook. Should I sacrifice an exchange? Green's pawn, are you calculating moves or downloading them? What is your strategy, my friend? Okay. Or maybe simply g3. I don't know. Okay, bishop g5 is out of question because the queen and the bishop are both controlling this diagonal. Should I sacrifice or not? I already have a pawn advantage, so if I sacrifice my rook for this knight, the position will be about equal. No, if rook there, I take his bishop on h4. He retakes with the bishop, and this might be dangerous. The white queen is cutting from the action. Should I sacrifice my knight or not? My rook. I mean my rook. Okay, let's sacrifice my rook. Okay, and now, materially speaking, the position is about equal. Okay. So I have 7 pawns against this pawn, 5 pawns, and a knight for the rook. So the position is about materially equal. Why do you want to keep Earth anyway? Green's pawn. Is this a chess game or an alien invasion gone wrong? want to move this bishop in order to free my rook, in order to clear the path of my a1 rook. If he comes out with the rook, bishop takes. I give me the knight, and the knight is protected by the pawn. So where I should put my bishop? Okay. Let's bring out the bishop. This is a passive move, which is good sign for us. Here. So the question is now, I should put a bishop or a knight on e5, which would be useful, which would be more useful move. Okay, let's try this. It is not the best option, but why not? Okay. Was the black queen and the black rook attacking f2. So this needs protection. This f7, knight f7 move might be dangerous if there wasn't a black rook on, green rook on f8. So I have moves. So he wants to put a queen on d2, queen d2. Rook 1, queen d2, rook to e2. Were he there? Yes. Queen to d2. Yes. This was exactly what I'm calculating about. I'm calculating about what I'm thinking about it, and I won. So I have this move. And if there is a check, I simply move to yes. I simply move to king to g2, and now what? But there is a knight fork. He also attacking my knight. Also attacking my knight. And then there is a mate. And now, what should you do if I gives you a check? Yeah, and there is not mate. There is not a mate because I check. He takes with the rook, and with queen to e8. There is not a back rank checkmate because then he simply put a rook on f8, and the two rocks are protecting each other. So there is not a checkmate. Oh, very close. But my queen is obviously attacked. Interesting. I think that I am better here. I'm a bit better here. Maybe green's pawn forgot to update its opening book. It's interesting position. And if now if I offered him a queen trade, then it retakes. I retake, and then he could capture my d4 pawn, which is not good. So knight f7 isn't working. And if I offered him at queen trade, then he trades, I retake, and then he take my d4 pawn, which is not the best. So where I should go with the queen, where I should put my queen. Should I offer him a queen trade just to simplify the position? But after the queen trade, takes, and then he takes my d4 pawn. It is not good. So I should, but I also could take a queen, and if he takes, I retake with the king, and the king is protected d4, and there is no, and he hasn't got a pawn on the d or f files to attack my knight. So king to e3. Is this a move here? King to e3. Then queen, if he plays queen to c3, I have queen to d3. Because a move like queen to c2, I just lost my d4 pawn after retaking the queen. So that is not so good. Okay, let's do this, because with this queen to e3 move, he has to react. He has to take, and then I take back with the queen, and this pawn is defended by the king. And this b2 pawn is also defended by my rook. Okay. Okay, remember that I am 1400 elo player. I have to think about this carefully. Okay, let's go for that. But should yes, he takes. Yes. Okay. This is good news for me. Okay, centralize the king. Enter in debug mode. Box blunder to ignore. Wants to exchange my d4 pawn. But I didn't want to do this, Mr. Pawn. And now, what about this knight to d4 attacking his rook and his pawn? I am thinking about knight to d7 move. Okay, and yeah, and after knight to d7 there is no rook to b6 move threatening this, but this rook is also protected. Okay, I think I am better here. And if he doubles rocks on the d file, then I have this rook to e4 move. So, okay, I think knight to d7 is very strong here. Okay, let's do it. Okay, he attacks this pawn. Okay, I simply defend it. I don't want that this pawn go to my second row. It takes the... Oh, and after the taking I retake and there is a pin. If I protect my knight, there is the other knight go to d6 check and he wins my knight. Oh my god. This is unbelievable. I cannot take his d4 pawn with my king, but only with my rook. Interesting. I only won these pawns d4 pawn with rook to... Should I play rook to e4 and then capture the pawn? Rook to e4, and there is rook to g6, attacking this pawn. Interesting. Or maybe should I play to knight to e5, threatening this and also this? Knight to e5? So should I retreat with the knight? Or not? Threatening check and winning the rook. And from e5 it also protects g6. Six, if he attacks, I also have this. Okay, let's do it. So this is the threat, yes. He plays rook to d because he would like to avoid the knight f7 check threat. You must call me the green pawn. Only my friends can be called by my actual name, which is Buzz Lightyear. So Buzz Lightyear is one of the main characters of the Toy Story. Okay, but with this move I have this free pawn, I think. I won a pawn, I think. Okay, but after I taking check, the king retreats to c3. And what about if he puts a knight on d1? And this knight is protected by my ring here, or not? He doesn't have an attack, because he doesn't have an attack here. My second row is totally protected with my rook. So this rook is protected everything. Here, if he takes double for the knight, which is pinned to the rook, I simply protects my knight with f4. If he attacks, I simply go to g3. Simply go to g3. Okay. I think that this is a free pawn. So in this position I would like to decide whether this king, if I takes on d4 with my knight, if there is a trap or there is an accuracy by the bot. Okay, I simply take it. I take it. Yeah, this is a check. I go here. And now what? Yeah, it was an inaccuracy. So now my knight is attacked. So I protected the knight. Yeah, he attacks it. Yeah, the knight retreats. It will be okay. Should I take or just push the pawn and not allowing open the... So it is important that this g-fire should remain close. So I refuse to take. I don't know if there is a good move or bad move, but okay, he plays very passive. And now knight to d7. If he takes, I have this. Knight to d7 attacks. If he takes, I have this fork with g4. So should we play for tricks? Ah, but after this he has this check for the king. Oh my goodness. This was a mistake by me. Oh my god. This was a mistake for me. Yeah, because I forgot that after this fork he has this rook to f3 check. Here, and there is a check, and he will win this h3 pawn. And if I go to check, that he has king f7, which is a problem. But no, king h7. I have rook to f8, and the rook is protected by the knight. And if okay, but the king is... king moves to e6 or g6, and the king is protected the rook. Oh my god. Brutal. Brutal. This is brutal. It's like you don't even want to save us. So I have no g4 fork. That is interesting, because he saves the f5 rook with a check. So here, check, the king moves, and he takes the pawn with the other rook, and there is a this pawn has two rocks on the third row. It's powerful. This is powerful bot. What should I say? How should I protect this? Maybe just king to d2 is a move? Or king to c2? King to c2 or king to d2, which is better? I have to move away. I have to move with my king, avoid this check. Okay, just move away. And there is no check anymore. Okay, he moves the rook. And there is also a knight forking the king and the knight if I manage to rid this another rook from the f file. He has this. So knight to c5 is not a good move. Maybe I should retreat my knight to b5 and the knight later goes on d5. I don't want to play knight to e5 and allowing this pin. Okay, let's do to knight to b6. Yeah, attacks it. But if I offer him a rock trade now, takes, I have an active knight, but somehow this rock to maybe f2 move is dangerous. If I only have a knight, against his rock, this rock could be dangerous. So I should avoid the exchange. Maybe just and my pawns starting to march up towards queening square. His rook on e and h5 is a bit passive square now. Should I go to rook e5 check? He moves, and then rook back to e7, and I forcing a trade. Try to win my knight and my pawn's majority on the king side. But after rook to e7, he would give this check and winning the pawn on g2. But this is not a move. This is a clever bot. This is a clever bot. Should I centralize my king? Okay, come closer with the king. Okay, should I create a passed pawn on the king side? Should I create a passed pawn? Because on the king side I have 3 pawns against these pawns too. Okay, let's try to create. Yeah, he attacks this. Okay, now I can trade a rook, and you are basically a larva. Larva that requires a lot of pillows. this bot is a jerk. Here, if I exchange this rook for this rook, I have this knight to e5. If he attacks my knight, I protect with my knight with my king. Let's take a waiting move. Now I think that this was a mistake, because now I have this d3 move, and this pawn is attacking, and this is also a check. So with this move, this pawn is attacking, and he has no rook to f3, because the f3 is protected by d2, yes. So this was a mistake. Here he takes, I take. This g4 move was a mistake. So is this a trick or a mistake by the bot? Is this a trick or a mistake? So this is the crucial moment of the game. This is the moment which decides if I win or lose. Okay, this was a mouse slip. Oh, no, I don't want... Oh, fuck. No. Okay. No. This was a mouse slip. My god. I obviously would like to play. And Jeep, no, this rook to rook to f7 is obviously a mistake. Yes. This is a mistake. It's sure. This is a mistake. I take, check, check, he retakes, I retake, and the pawn doesn't have this f3 move. And I also have the knight. Yeah, this is, I think it is winning for me. I exchange. Now what? Comes closer with the king. I just do the same. My knight is pinned on the e3 move because rook to f. Because this pawn, if the pawn goes to rook to f2, he is threatening to eliminate my two pawns on the g file, and then this pawn is queening. I'm trying to create a pass pawn on the queen side. Yeah, let's do it. Take, take. Check. Okay. Okay, there is the best pawn. Okay, if I push, if he goes to rook c7, I have this knight to d5 fork with the knight. So this is a trick. I have this c6 move. But after c6, he can run away from the... He can run away with the rook. So the question is if there is this c6 move is working against this pawn or not. I should try. Yeah. Push. Yeah, and if I push, he takes and there is a check. I see. Ah, no, fuck, I don't want to make these moves. Okay, this move is not decided to make. Okay, this was a mistake, but now I push. If he take, I have this knight and rook fork. So I think that I won. I basically won here. Here, here. Okay, I won. I won here. Yes. Yeah. And now what? Oh, here. What should I play? Oh my god, he takes my pawns. Oh, and this is a draw. This is a draw. Or I could save this pawn. This is a draw. Oh my god, I should win this. Oh my god. Ah, this is a draw. Oh my god. Ah, this... Or he wins. Ah, he wins. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't think that this... Yeah. Okay, he is powerful. I also made a mouse slip. I should have won this. I should have won this. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Okay, this was a ridiculous game.